In some very hot countries and dry countries especially, there's not enough surface or groundwater to make potable water. Remember, potable water is water that's safe to drink. However, in those countries, they can still make potable water through a process called desalination, which involves evaporating the water, then condensing it to separate the water from the salt in the seawater. You can also desalinate, which means remove the salt from seawater, make it potable and safe to drink in a laboratory. And we do this by taking some seawater first, checking the pH to make sure it's pH 7. It shouldn't be acid or alkaline. Now we use a pH probe as seen here. If it's too low or too high, too acidic or too alkaline, then we can carry out a titration to neutralize the seawater. However, use a pH probe and don't use colored indicator. Otherwise, your potable water won't be safe to drink at the end of it. Now, seawater has dissolved solids in it. The most common dissolved solid in seawater is sodium chloride. And we can show if our seawater has salt in it by doing a test for sodium ions, a flame test. And if sodium ions are present, we'll get a yellow flame. Also, we can test for the chloride, which is also present in seawater, chloride ions. We test with silver nitrate and dilute nitric acid, and if chloride ions are present, we'll get a white precipitate, proving that there's salt or sodium chloride in the seawater. So then we carry out distillation to separate the pure water from the salt. We essentially heat the seawater in a round bottom flask, evaporate the water through the Liebig condenser, where it condenses back into potable water. Now we need to check the pH again and make sure it's still about 7. We also need to retest for sodium and chloride ions using the flame test and the silver nitrate and dilute nitric acid. There shouldn't be a white precipitate and there shouldn't be a yellow colored flame because there shouldn't be sodium chloride left in our potable water. Now, let's do some questions. Time for some questions. So I suggest that you pause the video now, you have a go at these 5 questions. Okay, we're going to check the answers to the questions. You can always watch the video again. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications so you get access to the live streams. Here are the answers to the questions. How did you do? As I was saying, hit the notifications once you've subscribed and make sure you share the videos to help grow the channel. All right, guys, take care. And don't forget, let's get to the marks.